Well, hello there guys. I told you I was going to be back showing you what I'm getting my adult family members. If you guys missed the what I'm getting my kids for Christmas and my niece and nephew, I will have that up in cards and down in the description box for you. I'm basically doing these because one, I really enjoy watching them and seeing what others are buying for their family members or their kids, and two, because it's always nice to have ideas. So a few of these things may not be like general gifts, but there are still some tips that I will have within all of these for you guys. So starting off, letting you guys know, we usually do a $25 budget per family member. Like outside of our immediate family, like our kids and stuff, we have like $25 per person. So for our parents and our siblings and their kids, usually it's about $25 a person, and that's what we stick to. So first off, I'm going to start with my family members, and starting with my stepdad. The first is a pop socket. I feel like I'm kind of late to the pop socket trend. I actually don't have one. Ryan has one. He loves it. And my parents both wanted one too. My stepdad is a big patriot. He loves anything American flag, so of course the American flag pop socket. And then the second thing that he is getting is this shirt right here, and it says, "My favorite people call me Papa." It's pretty much a safe bet that most grandparents are super proud of being a grandparent, and they want to shout that out to everyone that they are a grandparent. And so shirts like this are a perfect idea, whether, you know, they have so many different ones. If they go by Mimi or Papa or Grandma or Grandpa, Nana, you can find whatever name it is that they go by. You can usually find it. If you have a super personal name that isn't like common, like Mimi, Papa, those ones, you can probably go to Etsy and have somebody custom make one for you, but there's always an option somewhere out there. And most grandparents love to be able to flaunt that they are a grandma or a grandpa. So next up, following my stepdad, is my mom. So I also got her a pop socket. If you know my mom at all, then you know that she loves turtles. But they have pop sockets in all different designs. I'm pretty sure that they have sports teams, just like plain ones. They have little kind of things like this. Honestly, you can probably find something for every person in your life that is personalized to them. And then the next is Canasta. So if you know our family, then we play Canasta, but the Canasta playing within our family started with Ryan's family. They're the ones that play it. And so obviously, since our parents are best friends, they've started playing this, and my mom wanted to have Canasta at her house. The only time they get to play is when they're with Ryan's parents. So she had this on her wish list, so I picked this up. We also have Canasta. It is such a fun game. You usually can't go wrong with games. Just make sure that if you choose a game that you keep in mind the type of games that that person likes to play. Not everyone is a board game lover. Not everyone is a card game lover. So you just kind of got to figure out, if you're going in blind picking one out, that you pick the type of game that they like. Going along the game trend though, I have, well, we call her my Aunt Debbie. She's not my aunt. She went to high school with my mom, I believe, and they've just been best friends for years. So to the point that we just call her like, she's like our Aunt Debbie basically. And we always get her a gift. So this year I decided to get Codenames Duet, because typically my mom and her play games the most, and the regular Codenames has awesome reviews. I've heard great things. The only issue with that one is it's not really meant to be played with two people. It's kind of hard to enjoy the game with just two. But this one, Codenames Duet, was specifically designed for 2 to 4 players, which is perfect, and that's why I went with this one instead of the original. There are actually a bunch of different Codenames games. There's duets, there's like different themed ones, so just go on Amazon, search in Codenames, and you will get all of them. So if you have anyone in your life that really likes the regular Codenames, but they're kind of bummed because they always need, like, you know, at least 4 people to really play it, then go ahead and pick a Codenames Duet for them, because they'll probably love it. So next up is Ryan's parents, which we do not actually have their gifts right now, but I know exactly what they are, and this is your tip for you guys. If you have people that are hard to shop for in your life, go the gift card route. I feel like people think that's maybe tacky for Christmas. I personally don't think it is. I think it's much better to think about a store that they shop at regularly and get them a gift card to there, instead of getting them some random thing that they may not ever use. I feel like for the people you don't know what to shop for, you kind of go for like the odd fun gift for. And at least for me, trying to live more minimally, I would much rather that somebody just give me a gift card for a store that I shop at regularly. So for Ryan's mom, she goes to Mario Chicosi's, and so we're gonna get her a gift card to there. And Ryan's dad goes to Cabela's all the time, so we're gonna get him a gift card to Cabela's. So along with that tip is figuring out a way to give it in a fun way. So I brought a bunch of mason jars here for you, but if you can find a wide mouthed mason jar like this, if you don't have any and you don't want to go and buy out a big 12 pack or something, go check your local like Goodwill, thrift store. They usually will have a couple of them. Or you can just buy a 12 pack of them and have them on hand for when you need them. So basically all you do is put the gift card in, get a bunch of like little candies, their favorite little candy, and just fill it up with the little candies too, like mini fun size ones. And then you have like kind of like a more substantial real gift to give them instead of just handing them a card with a gift card. Now moving on to siblings, the first one is kind of funny. My sister's husband, on his wish list, he had 12 packs of grape licorice. And I was like, I'm just gonna get that for him because I feel like, why not? It's on his wish list, so he must want it. So this is literally 12 packages of grape licorice. But I do actually think this is a fun idea if you have somebody, again, that's hard to shop for, is getting them a bulk size version of their favorite candy. I don't know who wouldn't be excited about getting a bulk size version of their favorite candy. I know I would be. It may not be, you know, the best thing to encourage to eat that much candy, but I do think that it's just kind of a fun, lighthearted way to get them something that you know that they really love and that they're gonna be even more excited about than just getting like one thing, but getting an entire case of some candy that they really want. That's exciting. So next up has to do with their hobby. So if you know that the person you're shopping for has some sort of hobby, get them something to help with that. So I had some help in what I was going to get my sister because she did have these on her wish list. But say you have someone that's into like crocheting, and get them supplies for crocheting, like maybe their favorite type of yarn or whatever. I don't crochet, so don't quote me on this. Whatever type of yarn or whatever that they use, you can ask somebody in their life like what's their favorite kind to use. You can do that. My sister is getting into sewing, and so I only have one of them here. The other one I'm still waiting on. This is an even feed foot, and then I got her another even feed foot, but is meant for more heavy weighted fabric. So like doing quilting, things like that. So a foot for a sewing machine is obviously pretty small. So the other one's gonna be about this size too. And another way that you can kind of spruce up without spending a ton of extra money, because this foot wasn't too expensive, but the quilting one was about 20 bucks. You can go ahead and do again the mason jar idea where place them in there and maybe get a few things, like for Crystal for instance, maybe get her a few different types of thread and put them in there just to kind of like spruce up and add to it without having to spend like a ton of extra money, so you can stay within your budget. So I knew this video was going to be short. That is actually it. If you're wondering why I didn't shop for my other siblings, for my stepsisters, we just don't usually do gifts for each other pretty much every year. We don't. And then for Mitch and Katie, we actually decided this year we wouldn't do adult gifts, and like I just put a little bit of extra money towards the kids' gifts. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing what I'm getting the adults in my family for Christmas. Hopefully this video is up before Black Friday because I wanted to give you guys some ideas of what you could possibly pick up for the family members in your life. If you enjoyed this, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. If you missed the What I Got My Kids for Christmas video, again, I will have it in cards and in the description box, and I will see all of your wonderful faces next week. Bye.